Warning: the following film was produced with no budget and lots of improv. In other words, it's going to stink. So enjoy!
Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. I'm just playing a good old-fashioned video game on my Microsoft Xbox 360. You know, a lot of us probably have an Xbox or a PlayStation, but where did video games come from? When did they start? Who invented them? That's all questions that need to be answered. I don't know what you're asking me for. I'm not... Gee, how'd you get in my house anyway? Oh, gosh. All right, I guess if you're going to stay, we might as well have a learning adventure together or some bull crap like that. All right. So, we all know how an Xbox works, okay? So what do we know about these systems here? We know that the Xbox itself operates through normal power, plugs into your TV, and it's got a disk drive that you load a disk into, and the disk holds information or instructions. The system reads the disk, gets the information, gets the instructions, and the miniature computer that's inside here constructs what you see as the game through the instructions that disk gives. And actually, original video game systems were not that different. Each system has a set of instructions that it follows, and a computer inside generates the world, and you play it. So, in order to learn a little bit more, I think we're going to have to go back in time. Doc, you're going to have to get the time machine. We're going back in time. We're going to go somewhere. When this baby hits 88 miles an hour, we're going to go in time and stuff. Da, 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 da.
It's the early 1970s, and coin-operated arcade-style video games had already been popular since the 60s, but it wouldn't be until 10 years later that the first home-based video game console would be released to the public. The Magnavox Odyssey was sold in August of 1972 and reached more than 100,000 games sold by the end of that year. By 1974, sales reached around 350,000 units, and that is not bad for a system with only 27 games in its library. These first video game systems operated through removable game cartridges. These games were very basic, and they took a lot of imagination to play, but people weren't looking for the next Call of Duty with the best graphics. For the first time ever, you could play a video game in the comfort of your own living room without traveling to an arcade, and that was something unordinary. The concept became so popular that Atari threw its hat in the ring and debuted the Pong console in 1975, only 1 year after they settled with Magnavox for the stolen idea of Pong. The Pong console held only one game internally, but it is well remembered as one of the most popular of the original video games. Pong, in fact, became so popular that more and more companies joined the market. They flooded it with systems after systems, game after game. Buyers became overwhelmed, and stores filled with games that no one was buying. There was way too much. People stopped buying entirely, and companies, left with multitudes of stock, were left to flounder. For example, Atari's E.T. game for the Atari 2600 was rushed to production following the release of the movie to meet the hype before the holiday season. The game was highly sought after as a Christmas gift, but upon playing it, it was revealed that the game was rushed a little too much. Sales plummeted, and Atari was stuck with thousands of copies of unbought games, leading to its financial downfall in 1983. Legend has it that Atari buried all the leftover stock in a landfill in New Mexico, and the legend was proven true on April 26th of this year when 728,000 ET and other game cartridges. The video game crash lasted from 1983 to 1985, and during that time there were no new video games or video game systems produced. The NES, or Nintendo Entertainment System, was released in 1985, and it represented not only a new product, but the entire reframing of the severely damaged home video game market. The crash had mainly happened just because of a lack of consumer and retailer confidence. This was caused by misrepresentation in the marketing of video games. Prior to the NES, the packaging of many video games presented extravagant artwork which exaggerated the graphics of the actual game. In terms of product identity, a single game, for example Pac-Man, would appear in many versions on many different game consoles and computers, with large variations in graphics, sound, and general quality between versions. Buyers were confused. They did not know which game to buy and which one was good and which one was bad.
I mean, what were they thinking? You're a game developer. You're selling an item to a customer. Why would you misrepresent the product like that so that they'd be disappointed when they got home? It just makes no sense to me.
Mr. Sellers, it's Donnie from marketing. You said you wanted to see me.
Oh, yes, Donnie, come on in. Yeah, glad to see you. Go ahead and have a seat there.
Okay. Well, our product images come in and it looks like this. And I was thinking we just take a screenshot and we use that for the box art.
Okay, that's good. I see what you've done there, but here's how I'm going to tell you that it's bad. Okay, I'm going to tell you it's wrong right now because as a child, looking at that blocky nonsense does not make me want to buy this game. All right, our objective and your objective. I know you're the marketing expert, okay, and I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job, but this is how you do your job, okay? Your job is to make our products appealing. People need to see them on the shelves, and they need to buy them based on what they see on the shelves, okay? This screen image that you've brought to me is not exciting, okay? As an 8-year-old, I'm not going to look at that and beg my mom to spend her hard-earned sweatshop money on this game, okay? Alright, look, I'm going to show you. I made a rendering myself, okay? Are you ready? Look at this. This is exciting. Look, it's jets, it's outer space, bang. As a kid, hopped up on pixie sticks. This is going to excite me. This is going to convince me to get my mom to buy me whatever I want, okay? This right here is the approach we need to take, alright? Are you following me?
But isn't that not right? It doesn't look like that in the game.
Honestly, I don't care, okay? Donnie, I'm going to be frank with you. This company is not about truth, okay? We are here to make money, all right? And as your boss, I'm telling you that I don't care if that is not what the game looks like, okay? Kid walks by, sees that, that's a sale. That's money in our pocket. Who cares if they get home and it's not like that? Oh, what? It's disappointment? Too bad. We've already got their money, all right? What are they going to do? I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Okay, whatever you say.
Nintendo changed that. In contrast, their marketing strategy aimed to regain consumer and retailer confidence by delivering a singular platform whose technology was not in need of heavy exaggeration and whose qualities were clearly defined. And obviously that strategy worked, because by 1988, industry observers stated that the NES popularity had grown so quickly that the market for Nintendo game cartridges was larger than that for all of home computer software. A computer magazine reported in 1989 that Nintendo had sold 7 million NES systems only in the year 1988. That's almost as many as the number of Commodore 64s, a home computer system, sold in its first 5 years. And by 1990, 30% of American households owned an NES, compared to the 23% that owned a personal computer. It is said all good things must come to an end, and as the 1990s began, the NES started to take a backseat to other more advanced video game systems. But it will always be the system that brought everything back. The NES paved the way for every single home console that is in existence right now. Your Xbox Ones and your PS4s probably wouldn't have made it had somebody not pioneered the way after the crash. So we have the NES to thank for that. And another big part of the NES's success was its development of the Mario and Zelda franchises. And those games are not strangers to anybody. So why don't we play a few and see just how awesome these games were.
Opening scene, take 35 million. Gosh, jeez, people in grace, I don't even know why I do this crap for you. Okay, I think I should make a note of this. whether for the blooper reel or just to stick in. But I have a scene that I just improv where well, the whole thing's improv, but I just ripped the Xbox from all the cords, connecting it to the TV, and I just destroyed my HDMI cable doing that. So you see what I do for you people? Miss Lutz, you better give me a good grade for this. That's easily $15, okay? That's not cheap. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, you're a game developer. You're selling an item to your people. I don't have shoes on. What a weird observation. I had shoes on in the last shot, actually, so. Hey, this is dumb.